guys, and welcome back to my channel. So, as you can tell already by the title, super exciting collab, right? Oh my gosh, can you believe it? So, I can't remember exactly how it was that we stumbled upon each other. I want to say if I remember correctly, Laura, you can correct me. I think I stumbled upon her in her 1K celebration live or on her video. And I wished her congratulations on her 1K, and then she popped into one of my lives, and then from there we kind of just, my husband and I were talking about how much we love watching Supernatural, and in the live we were all kind of talking about Netflix shows that we were watching, and she mentioned that she was a huge Supernatural freak, and so am I. And a couple of the other ladies that were in there were talking about Supernatural too, and we kind of went on this, well, are you Team Sam? Or, and we kind of like, I kind of, you know, compared it to like Twilight, you know, Jacob or Edward or whatever. But in doing so, we found out that we have so much in common. It was almost scary, like, but also fun at the same time. And I remember I was laying in bed one night and I'm like, oh my god, because this was like in like the beginning of quarantine and everyone had nothing to do. And on Facebook, I don't know if you guys did it or remember seeing it in your Facebook feed or whatever, everyone was doing these get to know you things. So you copy and pasted it and it asked you like all these questions like colors, movies, books, and this and that. And you kind of just pass it around in that way, you know, everyone got to know everyone if you didn't already. And I kind of like shouted to her, I was like, hey, do you want to do one of these? And I'll shoot it to you and we'll see how much we actually really have in common. It was crazy, guys. I kid you not. It was crazy how much we have in common. So I'm like, seriously, we are like hashtag twinning. It's not even funny. So it was so cool that we kind of connected on this awesome level that we never really would have if we didn't kind of just like intertwine paths of some sorts. So she asked if I wanted to collab. I'm like, duh, girl, yes, thank you. I'm honored, and inside I'm like, yes, are you crazy? Yeah, I can't believe it. What, you asked me? Yeah, bingo. So thank you, Laura, for asking me to collab. I'm very honored. And so I shot her, like, she was saying, you know, I can't decide. And I'm like, I'm not a decider either. But I kind of pulled a bunch of things that were in my archive that I wanted to do, and I shot her a bunch. I think I overwhelmed her. Sorry, Laura, I'm sorry. But she asked her family what looked good, and she picked this one. I'm like, thank you, Lord, baby Jesus, because this was super on my #1 top to do. And just like the other one I just showed you guys, 2 meals in one in a casserole, my fave. Hallelujah, right? But also on top, this is a entree and a side dish in one, right, guys? And I just did mac and cheese and meatloaf, and that blew the hell up. So why not this? Super, super badass. Laura, thank you and your family for picking this one. You guys, I love you. I love you guys. And if you're coming over from Munchie Momma's channel, thank you guys for popping over, and welcome to the craziness that is this one. Yeah, right here. You're gonna love it, I promise. So just stick around, okay? You know you want to. Duh. So what are we going to do? You guys, we are gonna pop over here, and we're going to get into the recipe and the ingredients, and we're gonna slay this. Why did I just say that? Dumbass, you're fucking pushing 40. Shut up. Okay, we're gonna pop one over here. Let's go, guys. Alright, guys, so as usual, starting from left to right, we have our roasted garlic instant mashed potatoes in the back. And in the bottom there, if you can't tell, that's a little bit of brown sugar. We have shredded cheese. We have our real bacon bits. Can't be fake, I guess. But who likes fake ones anyway, right? Some Worcestershire sauce. You know that one? That one right there? That little Worcestershire sauce? We've got our ground beef. We have our Italian breadcrumbs. Okay. You guys, this is what happens. So just embrace it lovingly. Thank you. We have our one huevito baby chicken egg. And we've got our leche, our milk. And then we've got our sauce pot. Then we've got our onione. That is covered because I cried enough cutting it. So I put it in timeout. And then we've got our H2O, our agua, and our water. And then our large mixing bowl with some gloves in the back there. So, first step is our saucepan. We are going to put our milk and our water in our saucepan on medium heat and get that going. And that's our first step. So, let's do it. Okay, so I let the milk and water come to a boil and then I added in our instant mashed potato mix. Give it a good whisk until it was all smooth and creamy. Now we are going to set it aside in the back. And then we are going to bring our large bowl in front of us. And yes, I'm using a silicone oven mitt. That is just so my bowl does not move around on me while I'm trying to mix my ingredients. Then I'm going to bring up all of our meatloaf ingredients over and then we'll get started with our meatloaf mixture. Alright, so for the very first part of the mixture it says just put in your ground beef, bloop, our onions, no stragglers left behind. This is where our mini spatula comes in handy. If we had it in the right spot. Haha, got you, sucker. That's how we talk to our stuff around here. Our brown sugar, which likes to stick to. Get all that. And we use our minis to get into all of our crevasses. Like I said, it's going to catch on, people. It will catch on. And our Worcestershire sauce. Just like that. Again, get into all our crevasses because we do not waste any ingredient here at all. Our time and our ingredients are very precious. There we be. Now, this we're going to mix with our hands and then we'll come back and then we'll add the remaining ingredients to it. Okay, all mixed with our hand. Ta-da! So, now for the rest of the ingredients. We are going to add our breadcrumbs and our huevo. And yes, use your mini on this because as you can tell, a lot of the egg white will be left in your bowl. So that is very wasteful of an egg, my opinion. Well, actually not my opinion, as you can see, as a fact. So make sure you get that, the rest of the egg. And then it says to continue mixing with your hand, but I am not done. You can be done and you can stop right there. That's the recipe. That's perfectly fine. Me, I cannot. If you have been on my channel and you know me, you know I cannot stop there because I season. I season everything. My seasonings of choice are always my sazon. If you've never used sazon, it's a Spanish herb that contains pretty much everything. And I don't give quantities only because I never really know myself. I just eyeball it and shake it to my heart's content. And I always use onion and garlic powder on everything. I shouldn't say everything, but most things. It's just something I've always done. I am going to add some chives. Excuse me. For some reason, I have a frog in my throat. And I can't be honest and tell you when or where or why, but I have in my possession some Red Robin signature blend fry sauce, or sauce, seasoning. So I'm gonna put that in there. And yes, I do use it. I use this mainly, actually, on my chicken breasts. And I am going to go ahead and put a little bit of the Sweet Baby Ray's hickory and brown sugar in here because I always put barbecue sauce on my meatloaf when I make it. So it just seems right to go ahead and put some in here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give this a little drizzle. Just not too much because I don't want to mess with the wet to dry ratio. But because I just added it more dry onto here, it's okay in my book. But like I said, you guys don't have to do that. Do what you want to do. Hey, it's all good. That's just me. I season the crap out of all my stuff. So now I'm going to continue mixing with my hands, and then we shall be back. Okay, so we have it all mixed together, and now we're going to bring in front of us our 8x8 baking dish. And then we're just going to pour all of that mixture in here and spread it out evenly, and then we'll be back. Okay guys, so now that we got the meat mixture pressed in all nice and neatly, now we're going to grab our mashed potatoes and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put that on top of our meatloaf, smooth that out nice and neatly, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so now that we spent entirely way too much time, how much? We're not really going to reveal that, but now that we've got the mashed potatoes on top of the top. We're going to take our grated cheese and sprinkle that all over. Now, I will say this, as most of you do know, when any recipe calls for cheese, I do go above and beyond, and by that I mean way above and beyond, like a half to a whole cup. In this instance, I may have done the same. Because who does not want their shit just covered in, smothered in cheese? If you're making a recipe like this, the chances are every single one, right? Am I right? Right. Yeah, I know. Cheese always jumps ship. Get back. Get back, Jack. Get back. Anyway, yeah, so I added a whole extra cup of cheese in this recipe. Because that's how I do cheese in my recipe, guys. I just load her up and make it happy. Because I don't want to see whatever's underneath it. If you can, you're not doing it right. That's my opinion. I just cover them edges. See? Whatever. Boop, boop. See? There we go. Can't see crap. Look at that. Hey, get the... See, you get too excited and then it all just goes everywhere. I can't have it. Anyway, then when we're satisfied with that, we get our real bacon bits. Can't be fake, guys. Like the people in our lives, we don't want anything fake, right? Right. Let's get the real deal here, people. I'm using the ones I got are from Hormel, and I have to say, I never saw that container until yesterday when I got these, and they smell incredible. I'm not sure if they used applewood or what kind, but hey, hats off to you, Hormel. Amen. I mean, look at this. That's like a whole... Look at that. Right? I mean, gosh. Good for you guys. I can definitely tell the realness. Oh, look at that. I got more right there. Do you know how we solve that, guys? I'll show you how we solve that. What we do is we go over and we grab the container and we kind of go nuts with bacon too, I'm gonna say here, guys, because if we're going all out, then why not just go all out with everything that we're topping this bad boy with, right? Right? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Bacon, 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 bacon. Okay, so, oh God. Smell that, guys. You smell that? That smells good, right? Gosh. Oh, look at this piece, guys. I gotta show you this piece. Hang on a second. Look at this piece. Holy Sam Hades. Hormel. God, guys. Thank you. I'm just spraying. Guys, I am super OCD about my stuff. The way it looks. Not being able to eat it. I'm just... When it comes to presentation, it has to be perfect. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll stop there. Anyway, oven is preheated to 400 degrees. So, we are going to cover this with aluminum foil, place it in the oven for 30 minutes, bring it out, remove the foil, and then we're going to continue cooking for another 10, and then we can see the pièce de la résistance. Okay? Yeah. Okay, guys, so it was in the oven covered with foil for the 30 minutes. I brought it out, took the foil off, and put it back in for 10 minutes. And I cut it into little squares. And you guys, look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. And if I could tell you how it smells, almost smells like what you would think of like a loaded baked potato would smell. It smells like it. And I just sprinkled some extra chives on top. So I'm going to move that aside and I'm going to pull a piece out and we are going to look at it. All right, you guys ready for this? Because I don't know. I don't know if you are. 2 meals in one. You got your meatloaf and then you've got your mashed potatoes on top. Whoa. Almost lost her. Look at that. Doesn't that look fantastic? Look at the crispy edges on the cheese. Which is why I added a shit ton. Look at that. Abso-freaking amazing. Holy cow turds, you guys. I'm gonna bring the pan back so you guys can see the cross section inside there too. Does look kind of hot, but look at that. You guys see that? Isn't that insane? You guys. Okay, this is one that I'm going to keep in my recipe box till the end of freaking time. End of time, you guys. So there you go, guys. How exciting was that? That was so much fun to make. And oh my gosh, I can't wait to make it again because that was super easy, super fun, and super quick. And I freaking love it. And I can't wait to put some more flares on it. I'm not sure quite yet. Well, yes I do. Chorizo. So, Laura, thank you so much for asking me to even do a virtual collab with you. I am so honored. I'm looking forward to another collab with you. And thank you guys for coming over, any of you and all of you for coming over from her channel to mine. And if any of you don't know who she is, which I'm pretty sure all of you do, but in case, don't know, not judging, her channel will be obviously down in the description box below. Please go check her out. She is absolutely freaking beautiful. She's fun. She's adorable. Oh my gosh, you will absolutely fall in love with her the moment you see her. She is so freaking precious. And thank you guys so much. And please always view it before you do it because I will continue to show you tips and tricks and little things you may or may not know. I don't know. But that's why I'm here, right? So Laura, thank you, my love, so much. And thank you guys, and from my kitchen and my home and my heart to all of you, as always, you guys. Mwah.